Man, did he really just take it there? Who am I talking about? Come find out. What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Chop Bella. Let's dive in. All right. So we got to talk about this Druski situation because this is one of those moments where comedy, politics, and internet culture all just collided all at full speed. So if you somehow missed it, Druski dropped a skit called How Conservative Women in America Act. And listen, this thing didn't just go viral, it exploded. We're talking tens of millions of views in basically no time.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the...
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
All right, so here's where it gets messy. A lot of conservatives are outraged. And not just like, oh, I didn't like that joke. I'm talking full on, this crossed the line. This is disrespectful. This is disgusting type energy. But why? Is it because people believe the character he was playing was basically a parody of Erica Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk? Perhaps. And that's where this goes from just a sketch to conservatives being super sensitive. Because now it's gone from satire to Erica Kirk taking the skit personally and wanting to sue. So now the conversation shifts from, is this funny, to, did he take this too far? But let's slow it down for a second, because what's really happening here is bigger than just one skit. This is about who gets made fun of and who doesn't. Because let's be honest, comedy has always pushed boundaries. Like, go back to the legends like Dave Chappelle. He built an entire career on uncomfortable, controversial, did he really just say that moments? And people loved it. And for the most part, they still do. And that's the pattern we keep seeing over and over again. When the joke is about one group, it's satire, it's art, it's social commentary. But when the joke hits your group, well, now it's, this is offensive. Cancel this. This went too far. And that's exactly why this situation Druski is in has blown up the way it has. Because now the target is conservative women, a group that has never been hit before, that doesn't usually get portrayed in mainstream comedy like this, which is why it's so brilliant. So for people, it feels like finally satire is hitting the other side. And others, it feels like, hold on now, this is unacceptable. And let's talk about another layer that people are arguing about. The whole whiteface versus blackface debate. But is there anything really called whiteface? But they feel like that because Druski is made up as a white woman playing into stereotype. To be clear, though, this isn't whiteface. He's actually made up as a character like Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire, versus blackface, which you put black grease paint on your face to be evil. It's a clear difference. And online, people immediately started asking, well, what if the roles were reversed? Would this be okay? And well, they have been reversed before. Robert Downey Jr. played a black man in Tropic Thunder. C. Thomas Howell played a black man in a movie called Soul Man, and there wasn't any outrage. And Druski did a skit as a white man as well a few months back. Remember, he went to the racetrack. He portrayed a white guy. So now, whether you agree with that comparison or not, the fact that it's even being asked tells you everything about where we are culturally right now. Because comedy isn't just comedy anymore. It's political. Everything is political. But here's the part that I think is most interesting. Even with all the outrage, the video is still going viral. This is going crazy, like insanely viral. Over 40 million plus views and counting, which means something important. People are mad, but people are also watching. And that's the internet in 2026. Outrage doesn't kill content, it fuels it. And if we're being real, Druski knew exactly what he was doing. This isn't accidental. This is a comedian who built his career off of exaggeration, stereotypes, and uncomfortable humor. So dropping a sketch like this, well, that's not a mistake. That's a strategy. Now, does that mean people can't be offended? Of course not. If someone feels like a line was crossed, especially involving a real person, well, that's a valid reaction. But at the same time, we got to ask the bigger question. Do we want comedy to have limits depending on who it targets? Or do we accept that comedy is going to offend people sometimes, no matter what? Because you can't really have it both ways. And that's why this moment matters. Not because of one skit, but because it exposes the double standards, the tension, and the reality that everyone loves free speech until it hits them. And honestly, this probably isn't the last time we'll see something like this. Definitely not. Because the internet rewards controversy, and creators are learning that pushing the boundaries equals attention, and attention equals everything. So now I want to know what you think. Did Drusky go too far with this one? Or is this just comedy doing what comedy always has done? Drop your take in the comments because I already know this one's going to be a war zone. And if you want more breakdowns like this, real, unfiltered, and no sugarcoating, well, hit that like and subscribe because we're just getting started. Until next time, I'll chat with you all later.